Hello everyone, welcome to a new algebra session. In this session we'll be learning about solving quadratic equations in one variable. If we have 2x plus 5 equals 6, this is called an equation of the first degree of one variable. If we have x plus y equals 6, this is called an equation of the first degree of two variables. But if we have x squared plus x equals 6, this is called an equation of the second degree of one variable. Solution set of the equation is the values of the variable which satisfy the equation, and they're also called the roots of the equation. There's a fact that we need to take care of. If a times b equals 0, so it's either a equals 0 or b equals 0, or both a and b are equal to 0. If x times x minus 3 is equal to 0, then in this case, x is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 3. In this case, the solution set will be 0 and 3. Let's go to exercise number 1 that tells us to find the solution set of the equations in R. If x squared minus 6x equals 0, the first thing that we need to do is to factorize the left part. But before even we do the first thing, we need to have them all equal 0. So let's factorize this by, yes, excellent. Let's factorize this, and the first thing that we do in factorizing is finding the HCF. If it exists, I factorize using the HCF. So here it will be x, open bracket, x minus 6 is equal to 0. So we take every and each part, we make it equal to 0, then x can be equal to 0, or x minus 6 can be equal to 0. So here x can be equal to 6. So in this case, the solution set is 0 and 6. Question 2. X squared minus 16 is equal to 0. Can I factorize? Yes, I can factorize as x plus 4 times x minus 4 equals 0. Then x plus 4 can be equal to 0, or x minus 4 can be also equal to 0. Then x can be equal to negative 4, or x can be equal to 4. So the solution set is 4 and negative 4. Question 3, let's factorize. It's so easy. So here it is, we're going to make the two brackets equal 0. So here it's 2x minus 5 and 2x plus 5. We make every and each bracket separately equal 0. And we find the value of x. 2x equals 5. Then x equals 5 over 2, and here 2x equals negative 5, and x equals negative 5 over 2. So the solution set is 5 over 2 and negative 5 over 2. In other words, it can be said as the solution set is positive or negative 5 over 2. Question 4. Yes, we can factorize, but before you factorize, check that it's equal to 0, not any other number, and there is no HCF to factorize with. Two brackets equal to 0. This is x and x, plus and plus, 3 and 2. So here, x plus 3 can be equal to 0, or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x equals negative 3 or x equals negative 2. So the solution set for question 4 is negative 3 and negative 2. Let's now go to question 5. Same thing as we're doing in factorization. So here I want two factors of 15. Their sum is 8. That's so easy for you. I know that. It's x minus 5 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x minus 5 equal to 0, and x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to 5, or x is equal to 3. So the solution set is 5 and 3. In this question, there is no HCF. How can I factorize if there's a number beside x squared? Yes, excellent. I multiply the 6 by the 3, it's 18. I want two factors of 18. Their difference, because this is a minus, is 7. Yes, excellent. It's the 9 and the 2. So 6x squared minus 9x plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. So we take this as a group. Same thing as we're doing in factorization. So the common factor here is 3x, 2x minus 3, and here there is a 1 because the common factor is 1, 2x minus 3. The common bracket is the 2x minus 3, and the singles are the 3x plus 1. And then we do the extra part here, which is making every bracket equal 0. So 3x plus 1 is also equal to 0. So 2x equals 3, then x equals 3 over 2. And here 3x is equal to negative 1, so x equals negative 1 over 3. So here the solution set is 3 over 2 and negative 1 over 3. Let's now move on to exercise number 2, where we have the variable in different sides of the equation. For question 1 here, we want to make it equal 0, so we are going to move this to this side. The x, we're going to move it inside, so it will be as x squared minus x equals 0. Now, it's an easy equation now for you. We take the x as a highest common factor outside, so it's x minus 1 equals 0. Then the x is equal to 0, or the x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x can be 0 or 1. So the solution set in here is either 0 or 1. Before you factorize, you have to make it equal 0. So the 6 goes inside. X squared plus x minus 6 equals 0. Yes, normal factorization now. I want two factors of 6. I want two factors of 6. Their difference is 1. Yes, they are x plus 3 and x minus 2 because they are the 3 and the 2. So x plus 3 equals 0, while x minus 2 can also be equal to 0. So x can be negative 3 or x can be 2. So in this case, the solution set of this equation is negative 3 and 2. Question 3, normal factorization. Before you factorize, you have to be sure that the whole equation is equal to 0. So x squared minus 8x plus 15 is equal to 0. I want the two factors of 15 that their sum is 8. Yes, they are the 5 and the 3, so it's minus 5 and minus 3. And don't forget that these two brackets multiplied together equals 0. So in this one, x minus 5 is equal to 0, while x minus 3 is also equal to 0. So x is equal to 5, and also the x is equal to 3. So the solution set is 5 and 3. This question, we have the variables in both sides of the equation. I must have the equation equal to 0. So let's move the 47 to the other side and the negative 45 also to the other side. So it's 12x squared minus 47x minus 45 equals 0. Let's now go to question number 4. As we said that we have to have all the terms on the left-hand side. So we'll move this to here, and we're going to move also the negative 35 to the other side. So it's 12x squared plus 41x plus 35 equals 0. We don't have an HCF here, so we're going to multiply the 12 by the 35, which will be 420. I want two factors of 420. Their sum is 41. We're going to calculate it. You will see that they are the 21 and the 20. So because 21 times 20 is 420, and the 21 plus the 20 is 41. So here, this is the 21x plus 20x plus 35 equals 0. To get the highest common factor in here, it will be the 3x, so 4x plus 7 inside, plus here, the common factor is 5, it will be 4x plus 7 inside the bracket equals 0, so the common bracket is 4x plus 7 multiplied by 3x plus 5 equals 0, and now we're going to solve each and every bracket separately, make it equal 0, so 4x equals negative 7, so x equals negative 7 over 4, while the other one, 3x plus 5 is equal to 0, so x is equal to negative 5 over 3. So the solution set for this equation is negative 7 over 4 and negative 5 over 3. For question number 3, find the solution set of the equation in R. If I have 5 multiplied by x squared plus 3 equal to 60, there is no need here to expand the 5 multiplied by x squared plus 3 because I can easily here divide both sides by 5 to make my life easier. So x squared plus 3 is equal to 12. If you move the 12 inside here, you will see that x squared minus 9 equals 0. So x plus 3 times x minus 3 is equal to 0 by factorization. So x equals negative 3 or x equals positive 3. So the solution set here is positive or negative 3 or 3 and negative 3. In this question, yes, we can divide both sides by x, or we can multiply the x by this bracket. You can do whatever you want to do. We're going to divide both sides by x. So x minus 3 is equal to 5. So if you move the 3 to this side, so x equals 5 plus 3, which is x equals 8. So the solution set here is 8. If you expand here, x squared minus 3x is equal to 5x. So if you put this all here, so x squared minus 3x minus 5x is equal to 0. Then x squared minus 8x is equal to 0. يبقى x as factored will be x times x minus 8 equals 0. So here x is equal to 0 and x minus 8 can be also equal to 0. So x equals 8. So the solution set for this question is 0 and 8. Let's move to another type, which is in exercise 4. How can we solve this? Here we have denominators that are irritating us, right? I can easily multiply the whole equation by 3. So it will have as 3x squared minus 7x equals negative 4. If you move the negative 4 to here, will be 3x squared minus 7x plus 4 equals 0. Now we're going to get 3 times 4 is 12. I want two factors of 12. Their sum is 7. So they are the 4 and the 3. So 3x squared minus 4x minus 3x plus 4 equals 0. If we group the first two with the last two, Here we have the common factor is x, so 3x minus 4. Here we have the common factor is -1, 3x minus 4 equals 0. So the two brackets are 3x minus 4 and x minus 1. Each of them is equal to 0. So here the value of x is 4/3, and here the value of x is 1. So the solution set in this case is 4/3 and 1. For question 2, we can solve this by the cross multiplication. So we have it here as x multiplied by x minus 1 is equal to 5 times 6. So x squared minus x is equal to 30. If you move the 30 inside here, so x squared minus x minus 30 equals 0. I want two numbers, their product is -30 and their difference is -1. Yes, they are the -6 and the 5. So x equals 6 or x equals -5. So the solution set here is 6 and -5.